Hello friends, welcome back to the next session on general insurance. Now let's begin or start with our learning. In this particular session, we'll be dealing with the concept of understanding what do we mean by the overview of reinsurance. So the session will be dealing with or we'll be focusing on the concept of reinsurance, that how do we define reinsurance. We'll be understanding the process and which are the or who are the parties that are involved in reinsurance contract. Explain the elements of reinsurance, that what are the various elements or subcomponents of a reinsurance, and lastly the benefits of getting a reinsurance. Now let's first understand what do we mean by reinsurance. Reinsurance is an insurance for an insurance company. So here in this case, let's take an example. A particular person, Mr. X, he has taken an insurance policy of rupees 10 crore, and the policy has been taken from XYZ Company Limited. So here in this case, XYZ Company is an insurance company, whereas Mr. X is an insured person. So here in this case, if it has been observed, if it has been found that the insurance contract that is of a 10 crores is going to increase, then here in this case, XYZ Company Limited can get themselves insured with ABC Company Limited. So here in this case, Mr. X is an insured person, XYZ Company is an insurance company, that is a primary insurance company, and ABC Company Limited will be a reinsurance company. So insurance company taking insurance for themselves, that is insurance for insurance company, is called as an reinsurance. So the concept for taking the insurance for the insurance company is called as an reinsurance. It is taken by insurance companies to protect themselves from the risk of loss that may be occurred in future. So whatever risk of loss that is going to occur in a future stage, for protection or for coverage of that particular loss, the reinsurance company contract is being signed. The reinsurance contract company is always signed between two insurance companies. So one insurance company will be called as a primary insurance company, and the other or the second insurance company will be called as a reinsurance company. Now, who are the, or what are the various parties that have been involved in a reinsurance contract? There are always three parties that have been involved in a reinsurance contract. The first party is called as the insurer, the second party is called as the insured person, and the third party is the reinsurance company. So in this way, there are three parties that have been involved in a reinsurance contract. The insurance company, in terms of a reinsurance contract, is called as a cedent, whereas the reinsurer company is called as a ceded. So here in this case, the role that has been played by the insurance company is same as the role that has been played by a reinsurance company. But in the case of a reinsurance company, the policy or the claim is been given not by the insured person, but by the insurance company itself. So that's the concept of reinsurance. So we have seen that the various parties that have been involved in a reinsurance contract are, that is with respect to the insured person, the insurer person, and the reinsurance person. From those particular concern, the cedent and ceded are been defined, or they have been provided as the various contract or the agencies. The next, now let's move towards the concept of the reinsurance process. So what process that we have to follow while conducting a reinsurance contract? So initially we have the insurance policy holders. For the insurance policy holders, between the insurance companies, there are various agents, brokers, middlemen, sub-agents, and so on. So a proper link or a chain between the insurance company and insurance policy holders is into existence. In the second case, here we can see that there is an insurance company having a contract or an intermediary for signing a contract between the reinsurance company. So there are three parties involvement in a reinsurance contract. The first party is the insurance policy holder, the next party is the insurance company, and the third party is the reinsurance company itself. So here the risk is been transferred from one person or one party to another party. Initially, the risk lies with the insurance policy holder, then the risk has been moved to the insurance company, and lastly the risk has been again moved to the reinsurance company. So in this way, the risk has been transferred from one level to another level, from one company to another company, and hence reinsurance contract is a contract of insurance for an insurance company. So risk takers, that is, there are certain middlemen which have been involved, which are also called as an agent or a broker or a reinsurance intermediary, and they keep on transferring or they keep on mitigating the risk or moving the risk from one person to another person or one company to another company. Now this particular slide explains about which are the various parties that have been involved in a reinsurance contract. The reinsurance contract parties that have been involved are, initially we have the individual purchaser of an insurance policy, that is a insured person. The insured person gets an insurance policy or he pays an insurance premium to the insurance company, and in return, the insurance company gets a reinsurance contract from the reinsurance company. And for the same concern or for the same transaction, the reinsurance company also has to pay a certain amount of premium. That particular insurance premium is being paid by the insurance company to the reinsurance company. So here in this case, what happened? The liability is transferred or the liability is moving from one person to another person or one company to another company. So that's the concept of ceded and the concept of cedant. In this way, the risk of loss is been moving. Now, this particular slide explains about how do we explain the concept of reinsurance to insurance or insurance to reinsurance. The insured person, then it is with the help of the middlemen or the brokers or the certain agents, he gets himself as a part of an insurer. The insurer again gets himself reinsures to a certain another person, and the reinsurance company again with the help of the brokers or the direct agents get themselves again reinsured to some another person. So reinsurance is insurance for insurance companies. So this particular activity can be undertaken for multiple levels. So if you want to conduct the reinsurance contract for multiple transactions, for those particular concerns also, the reinsurance contract can be undertaken. So in the initial stage between the insured person and the insurance person, the contract is called as a direct insurance. From the concern of the insurer to the reinsurer person, the contract is a part of an reinsurance, which is also called a cessation. Whereas from the reinsurance company to the again reinsurance company, it is again called as a reinsurance, but again it is a process of retrocession, wherein involvement of middlemen, involvement of broker is again increasing, and again the reinsurance company is again insuring themselves to the again some another reinsurance company. Now, who is the primary insurer? So here in this case, the ultimately consumer or the policy holder is the primary insurer who pays a certain amount of premium to the insurance company, that is the primary insurer, and again a reinsurance company is again paying a certain amount of premium. So in this case, the premium and the claim or the payment is keeping on moving or circulating or flowing from one party to another party, one company to another company, and in this way, the reinsurance contract is being undertaken. So a person paying a premium to the insurance company paying a premium to the reinsurance company. And in return, the claim that has been finalized, the claim is being paid by the reinsurance company to the primary insurance company, and the primary insurance company again making the payment to the consumer or the client or the primary insurance holder, which is also called as an insured person. Now let's look at the various elements of reinsurance. So what are the various elements which have been involved in terms of a reinsurance contract? The first element that has been involved is it is a form of insurance for insurance company. That is, we are signing a undertaking, we are signing a particular document wherein the insurance contract is being undertaken by an insurance company for an insurance company. So insurance for insurance company is called as a reinsurance contract. The second element of insurance contract is it is benefiting to both the parties. That is, whatever the parties that have been involved. That is, the benefit is being arrived to the insured person as well as to the insurance company. And in return, the reinsurance company is getting a certain amount of premium. That is, the amount of charges that is being charged by an insurance company. Now, lastly, the third element that has been involved in terms of reinsurance contract is it is just a contract of indemnity. The contract of indemnity, this particular concept lies only when the risk of loss is actually incurred. So, unless and until the loss is not been incurred, there cannot be a reinsurance contract into existence. If the loss is incurred, then the contract comes into existence, and if the contract or if the loss does not incur, the contract or the loss is not been into existence. So, here in this case, we have to identify there are certain types of contracts also. So out of those particular contract, the reinsurance contract is a type of an indemnity contract wherein the actual risk of loss that has been suffered by an individual that needs to be calculated, that needs to be verified, that needs to be mitigated, and based on the loss that has been incurred, based on the valuation, the contract of indemnity, that is the payment is being made by the reinsurance company to the insurance company, and ultimately the reinsurance company makes a payment to the insured person or to the consumer. Now let's look at the benefits of an reinsurance contract or reinsurance company. The first utmost benefit is reinsurance boosts the insurance business. So in this case, the insurance company does not have to look after whether the risk of loss will be suffered or whether it will not be suffered, whether it will be beneficial or not beneficial, whether it will be profitable or not. So in this case, it always boosts the insurance business. So in case of uncertain concern wherein a claim is been of an higher nature or the mitigation of loss cannot be estimated. So here in this case, all these activities are being undertaken by the reinsurance company, and hence the insurance company can focus on its own business or the main business of getting the clients and new client acquisition or sales closure. It reduces the risk. So always the benefits of reinsurance is of a certain nature that it reduces the risk of an insurance company. So whatever loss either the insurance company has to bear or they has to suffer, that particular risk of loss, it is been minimized or it is been controlled by the reinsurance company. It creates the goodwill of an insured person. So the insurance company as well as the insured person gets a certain goodwill that whatever amount or risk of loss that they are going to suffer, it will be mitigated, it will be covered over a period of time, and the loss will not be completely in a damage situation. So here in this case, the goodwill of the insurance company is being created into the market, and hence all the claims that have been created or they have been generated, it gets settled or it gets finalized or completed in a specific period point of time. It stabilizes the premium rates. So once a certain premium rate is been decided between an insurance company and a reinsurance company, the premium or the standard rate of premium is been set and it has been decided, and accordingly the contract comes to a conclusion between the insured company and the insurance company. And lastly, it also limits the liability. So the liability of an insurance company as well as the liability of the insured person is always limited, and accordingly the benefit is being provided to all the participants or all the parties who are involved in an insurance contract. So now let's summarize what we have learned in this particular session. In this particular session, we have learned about the concept of reinsurance. That is, what do we mean by reinsurance? That is, reinsurance is an insurance for an insurance company. What is the process that has been involved for undertaking and reinsurance policy? What are the various parties who are involved in undertaking and reinsurance contract? And lastly, what are the various benefits and the methods that have been undertaken while undergoing a reinsurance contract? I hope you must have enjoyed the learning. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you.